Hi, how are you, everybody? This is Jeff 316 on Love DNA. It's another edition of Love DNA, Love DNA 1.0. Yeah, this is season one of Love DNA. I'm glad to come your way again today. It's been a lovely Friday. I hope you are doing well wherever you are, any part of the world where you're watching me. Yes, the other day I've been speaking about so many things, right? Telling stories, so many things. And today I picked something up somewhere today, and there was a discussion going on, and somebody sent in something, and then people started reacting to it. And that was why I want to talk about this one today. The person said, if your parents do not approve your marriage, whatever thing that your pastor is doing is nonsense. That your parents must approve your marriage, your choice of marriage or your marital choice. And people are saying yes. You parents must. Now, I mean, there were a lot of issues there, and I just contributed and said that everybody that's going to respond will respond based on their culture and on the things that they have experienced in their life. You're going to respond based on your culture and on the things that you have experienced in your life. As a marriage counselor, I counsel a lot of people, and then I've seen a lot of stuffs, and so I can say that that statement is not completely correct because parents are not always right. I'm a parent myself. I have three teenagers. I mean, they're no longer teenagers. But, one will be 21 in a few days' time. One will be 20 soon, and one is 15 plus. So I'm a parent too. But I know that parents are not always right, because you are not right because you are a parent. You are right because you understand what you are talking about, and you are not infallible just because you are a parent. It's only God that is infallible. You understand? And because we are parents does not mean we cannot make mistakes, and does not mean we can't sometimes unnecessarily or be unnecessarily agitated and hold on to something. I'm sure people are going to quote me today and say the Bible said that children, respect your parents in the Lord because it is the right thing to do so that you might live long. And then you might quote Ephesians, but if we go down that same Ephesians by the time we get to verse 3, Ephesians 6:3, the Bible also said that parents, do not frustrate your children, but bring them up in the admonition of the Lord. Meaning that parents has a lot of work to do. You see, I am concerned when parents who have not actually taught people, who have not taught their children choices, decision making about simple things, will now go and wait for them when they want to get married. Parents who have not taught their children how to make simple decisions, who have not taught them how to make simple decisions, who have not taught them the rudiments of life, the concept of life in itself, do now wait for those children when they now bring somebody home, and the mother or the father, the mother will say, no, you cannot marry this person. What is the issue? Say you cannot just marry this person. We will arrange somebody for you. You don't arrange things for people. You don't arrange marriage for people. Oh, I'm sure someone can quote me again, say about Abraham, what's his name? Isaac arranged a wife for who arranged wife himself? That Abraham arranged wife for Isaac, and he sent Eliezer to go and pick Rebecca and brought Rebecca. They arranged that, but I'm of the opinion that that marriage had a lot of problems, because that marriage has they created sibling rivalry. That Isaac loves one, Rebecca loved the other one, and then there was issue in that family, and they had to send Jacob away because of issues. I don't want to go into that today. I've always believed that parents should train their children in the way to go, how to make choices. If parents have trained their children properly, their choice is not going to be a problem to you. That's my take. Parents are not always right. Let me tell you two stories. True stories. My mom, especially, my own mom, have biases, serious morbid bias against people from the eastern part of Nigeria. She has only two stories to tell. Only two. One happened in 1972, if I'm not wrong, and one happened in 1974. And those two stories are the only thing that my mom will quote each time we talk about people from that part of Nigeria. And I remember Chimamanda said there's a danger in a single story. There's a danger in story that's just two, because there are other things that you could benefit if you allow other stories, not just negative part of it, there's some positive part of it. I believe very strongly that everybody that God created could be a marriage material. The culture where they came from does not matter. What matters is that they have the spirit of God in them. So it is difficult for somebody to say that the worst wives are from this part of this country, the worst husband from this part of the country, so don't marry from here, don't marry from there. And that's what parents most of the time base their something on. A lot of them, not all. Some have been very, some are, it's not a matter of education. You can see professors that are still talking, they're still talking some ancestral things when it comes to these kinds we're talking about. You understand? Because it's a professor does not mean he has full understanding. He's a professor in a particular area. He's not a professor on life, on the issue of life. You understand? You understand? So, I'm of the opinion that parents are not always right when it comes to marital choice. This second story I'm going to tell you might shock you. It is true. I'm not creating. If it's a story, I'll let you know the story. But this one is true. This guy came around and came to complain to me actually that he wants to get married, but he's not fed up with everything, fed up about everything, he's fed up about getting married. What happened? He had brought two ladies to come and show his parents, his mom especially. I'm not sure he has a dad or something. It was about his mom. The mom said the first girl does not greet people, that the first girl is snobbish, cannot greet, and this and that and that. And he started pestering his son until his son broke up with the girl. Later, the guy brought another person. Started going out with somebody else. And then the mom said something very, very flimsy. In fact, you might not even believe it. Very, very flimsy. I mean, very flimsy. And it sounds somehow, he said the girl is too big. Especially she has too much backside. And that it's not good for men to marry a girl with heavy backside. Can you imagine a mother saying that? And this mother insisted that the son cannot marry that girl because she has big buttocks, and she should go back to the first lady that the guy broke away from about 18 months or something ago. That one a mother. That one a mother. Can you imagine flimsy excuses? And this guy keep restructuring his destiny, keep pushing his destiny back just because of some flimsy excuses. So parents are not always right. We have some parents that are very right, who knows what they're thinking about, who has a vision, who has a purpose, who help their children and even pray for them in getting things done. But we have some who actually are just sperm donors and womb donors. And they just wake up when you're going to get married and they say, no, you cannot marry. Okay, tell us the reasons. No reason. I have a case of somebody who was, at that time was speaking, she was 41 years old. She had brought in two people. Her father said the first person is from a particular state, and that she cannot marry from that state. Now she got another person. The father said, no, that person is not a good Christian. You must go and look for a good Christian. I beg you, be good Christian. When did we become health accreditation officer? When did we become a cultural accreditation officer? I mean, you see, I know the pain in my heart, and as a pastor, I am of the opinion that if your parents have insisted and the reason is not genuine enough, come, me and will marry and we'll join together. If the reason that your parents are giving is not genuine, and you have prayed and you believe that God is leading you, and we have pleaded with the parents, we have done advocacy to them, we have pleaded with them, we have prayed and they refuse prayer to answer on this matter, on me, I will join together and we'll break whatever joke that they want to release, because they will threaten that I'm going to curse you. If you don't, what kind of parent threatens with a curse? What kind of parent is that? Threatens with a curse. What kind of parents is that? So if you have trained your children to understand how to do simple decision making, allow them to make decisions, you should be able to trust them enough that when they are making marital choices, they will be able to make good decisions also, and that decision could be trusted. But when you have not trained them, you still want to insist on the person they are going to get married to. Come on, You know, even God does not hold us by the neck and say this must do. He give us advices. So what advice, what counseling have you given to your children before now? So don't be a bad parent. You just wait for your children when they want to get married. Say no, you cannot bring that person. Yeah, go and bring another one, or we arrange somebody for you. You cannot arrange somebody for somebody to get married to. It's not your marriage. It's not your marriage. I'm asking, it's not your marriage. You can't come and arrange somebody for me for what? So I'm saying this today so that parents whose children are not married yet should know that what they should do is to develop those children to be able to make correct decisions, not to make decision for them or not to get married. You are not supposed to make decision for them. You are supposed to guide them, admonish them in the ways of the Lord, not to force them to your own way. Because you married in village does not mean I should marry in village. For what now? Makagini, you marry in the village, so I'm gonna come and marry in the village. No, I don't want to marry in the village. I live in the city. I've seen city girls and city guys that I like. I don't want to marry in the village, so don't tell me to marry in the village. So we must not frustrate our children. Parents, please do not frustrate your children and be threatening to curse them, and you'll be touching your breast. Say, unless it's not your breast that you suck. That's witchcraft. Oh, come on, that's witchcraft. That is witchcraft. You touch my breast. If not, if you don't obey me, I will curse you with this breast. You are a mama. You don't become now witchcraft. They practice so. You cannot threaten to curse somebody. Do your homework. And you know the thing is that every parenting effort you want to do is from 0 to 18 years. From 18 years, begin to hear your results. Is your score sheet that you begin to receive. Because by the time the person is 20, 25, 30, and you want to dictate for a 40-year-old man who to marry, that means you have failed as a parent. That's what it means. Parents are not always right. Just like pastors are not always right too. I'm a pastor. We are not always right. I'm a human being. We can make mistakes. We can be carried away by culture. We can be carried away by religion, and then we either force people or whatever, push them into what they shouldn't do, especially in the area of marriage. I've heard some of us pastors who say you cannot marry outside this church. You must marry inside this church. Well, people might have their reason for saying that, but I don't think that is completely correct. You might have your reason. Let them know the reason why you are saying that. And it's an advice. It shouldn't be a command. So that you don't force people into what they are not comfortable with. And then we'll not be breeding a lot of crazy marriages all around us. I'm a professional marriage counselor, and I know what I see on a daily basis. There are a lot of crazy stuff outside there. Train your children to make decision, good, sound decision. And then you have peace of mind anytime they bring the marital choice to you. Sometimes children can make some mistakes. I mean, they can misjive. Yeah, they can misjive. They can be interested in things that are ungodly. You can bring them back. You can counsel them. You can tell them. You can give them alternative of good things to do. That's our job. But to now sit down and sit on the armchair and do our hand like this, say no, you cannot marry that guy. That guy is not from our village. Oh no, you can't marry that guy. Our family is poor. No, you cannot marry that one. They are outcast. No funny things that we should throw away. Let's become the new ancestors. Let's forget those things that our ancestors are saying that are toxic to life and toxic to relationship. Let's be the new ancestors. Let's start something new, something sustainable. I'm going to stop here. My name is Jeph Oluwagbemiga, Jeph 316. This comes your way Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We keep doing this as God has given us the grace to do it. And I like to say that I'm just doing this to help balance, pass some information. There's nothing I'm saying that is probably new to you, but maybe I'm saying new in a way that will probably help you to understand more and probably help you to get the best out of life in general. If you are in a relationship and you're having challenges, we have people around who can help you. I live in Abuja, Nigeria, and I run marriage counseling sessions for people, premarital or marital, professional, you understand? We are trained to do that. I'm not an advisor. I don't have to advise people. I only know how to counsel you properly and coach you in a way that you'll be glad you did. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pastor Julius, Ali Chris Soldier, Robert Pressure, Ayodani Fuji, Ayodeji, Victor Ogbole, Enyi Kani, and all those other people. Who else is there? Omogun, Ike, Emmanuel Diriso, NG Kijani. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. I truly appreciate you. Hoping to see you again. You can share this with your friends and let's. Oh, you're something just coming up. How are you? You can share this with your friends and let's. I'm sure there'll be controversy about this. I don't care about controversy. This is the truth as the way I believe it to be, and I'm ready to defend. You can quote me. Parents are not always right, so we should not frustrate our children when they bring marital choices. Thank you very much and God bless you. See you again soon. Thank you.